Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited. Let me make sure we're live everywhere. I think we're good. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is time. Oh, I forgot to, forgot to take these down. Hold on. These should not be here. They can go down below here for now. Welcome, welcome, welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. My hair is looking a little cray-cray because I just got a cut, but it is what it is. I'm so excited that we are in yet another month here at Brutus Monroe. I am super, super excited because I get to share with you all of the brand new pumpkin spice products that we have to launch this month, as well as the first 5 days of Stencilpalooza. Can you believe that we are already 5 days into Stencilpalooza? I think it's crazy. So hello everyone, my name is Christopher Allen and I'm the CEO and founder of Brutus Monroe. I was told, I got an email the other day, a very nice email from a sweet lady that said that I never introduced myself. So there are lots of people that join in on these lives and don't know who I am, and I forget that there are new people all the time that are joining us. So hello Shirley, hello Kate, hello Karen, hello Joyful Creations, hello Crazy Cat Lady, hello Brandon, hello Isis, hello Luann, hello Jim. Hi everyone, welcome, welcome. So tonight we are going to be focusing on the release. So I'm going to be sharing with you everything that released. I'm not sure that we're going to get a chance to make anything tonight because it's going to take about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes potentially for me to be able to review everything that we have for you. Because we do have, of course, all of our subscription releases, all of our regular releases, as well as everything for Stamptember. Stamptember. Oh my goodness, I have Stamptember on my brain because I was just answering an email about it. Stencilpalooza. Stamptember is coming though, and I'm not sure if I'm allowed to tell you, but I'm going to tell you anyway. We are involved again this year, so I have to get Stencilpalooza, get through Stencilpalooza first, and then we could talk about finally talk about the Stamptember. Oh, Nikki, yes, you do. We are both 40 now. We are both 40 now. And my barber, the sweetest man in the world, Elijah, told me today as he was cutting my hair, he said, I swear you just look younger and younger every time I cut your hair. And I said, flattery will get you everywhere, but it is not going to extend your compensation. You will still be being paid exactly the same for this haircut, regardless of how young you tell me that I look. But turning 40, I mean, a lot of people have said, like, oh my goodness, like, how do you feel? You're turning 40. What are you going to do? What's going on? And I'm like, I feel great. I mean, I feel great. I have accomplished what I set out to do, and I still love doing it every single day. I mean, if I was 40 and I hadn't done anything, I probably would be a little bit sad about turning 40, but I am right where I think I'm supposed to be at 40. So I'm good. I think I feel great about it. So let's go ahead and let's head. Oh, wait, before we do that, we have a brand new board game this month. So many of you loved the board game last month that we decided to kick it up and do it again this month. But this month, it is a Halloween board game. So you're going to see there's lots of different things that you can win on the board game. Lots of great Halloween goodies. This time, though, this month, what's really cool is you can only win these prizes through the game. So it's Halloween and fall themed items. We have washi sheets. We have duo foils. We have card base. We have all sorts of different things that are in the mix, but you can only get them. There's like an exclusive embossing powder. There's an exclusive glitter glaze. You can only get them on Wednesday. So I think that's a lot of fun. It's something that you can't get unless you play the game. So every $25 you spend, you will get a chance to roll the dice, and pretty much everybody's a winner because the board, generally the board always lands on something pretty spectacular. But I think my favorite part of the Halloween board is there are pumpkins. There are pumpkins throughout the Halloween pumpkin patch, and you can actually go ahead and if you land on one of those, you get an extra special prize that is only available if you land on that particular spot. Hello, who is that? Is that Sean? Hello. Hello, hello. Okay, let me just triple, quadruple check to make sure that we are live everywhere that we need to be live. Yes, I think we're live. I think we are live everywhere that we need to be live, at least I'm hoping. And then we can go ahead and head down to the table. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think we'll check one more. Brutus Monroe. I think we're good. All right. Let's go ahead and head down to our top view and let's get started and let's talk about all of these new items. Can you believe? Oh, I'm live. Okay, good. Can you believe that we are already in August? I can. I certainly cannot. Okay. So let's start with hold on. First, let's start with where did I put the bin? Oh, here it is. I was like, I thought I was going cuckoo. All right, so I have my little cheat sheet here. Best team in the world. If I didn't have them, I don't know. I certainly would not be able to show you. Certainly would not be able to show you everything that we have in the release because I would forget because I become very forgetful. I guess that's the 40. But also we just have we have so much stuff coming up. So much stuff coming up that it's hard for me to remember everything that we have coming up. It's really, really tricky. So let's see here. All right. Oh, and I have one more thing to tell you. I almost forgot. I have one more thing that I'd share with you. So with Stencil Palooza, we've gotten lots of emails about it, and I want to make sure that I set the record straight because I did misspeak the other night, and I apologize. With Stencil Palooza, I am offering $1 shipping on your entire order as long as it is Stencil Palooza only items. So there is a category called Stencil Palooza, and you're going to see a lot more. I don't know if Penny's here. You're going to see a lot more things popping up, a ton of additional things popping up. This is driving me crazy in that camera view. That are also dollar shipping. So as long as you fill your cart with Stencil Palooza products, you will get that dollar shipping. Now, if you add other things, you will have, your regular shipping will apply. Stencil Palooza is a limited edition only situation. So we only have so many stencils that are made for the month because, as you can imagine, we have 63 different stencils that are happening this month, 63 different pieces. So that's a lot for our team to keep up with. So when that one day is over, and those stencils sell through, they are done. They are not coming back now. You will see over the course of this month, particularly Fridays, you are going to see some stencils come back that were from last year that you all loved. You really loved them. And I know we have a lot of new friends here, so you might want to pick them up and you might want to take a look at them. But that's the only way you'll be able to do it is if they come back for a limited time during Stencil Palooza. And I think that is it. Also, there's a new spot on the website right under, so if you're on brutusmonroe.com and you scroll down underneath the banner, right underneath it there, you'll see the Stencil Palooza banner, and you'll be able to go in and grab whatever you would like. There's all the days are going to be listed there. So that is it. That's all. Okay. Sorry about that. So let's go into, let's start with the inspiration box, shall we? Because y'all always love the inspiration box, I mean, just as much as I do. And that's our first stamp that's on here, so we might as well go ahead and hop in and show you. And I don't know if Heather put my stencil. I'm assuming she put my stencil in here. Oh yeah, she sure did. She sure did. Oh, wait a second. Let me run over. Hold on. Pause. One moment. I'm going to run over real quick into Nick's office because he has, I'll show you. Talk amongst yourselves for 1 moment. Just an excuse for me to grab some gummy bears because that's what's in these. I'll show you. All right, so let's start with the paper, shall we? Let me move this aside for a second. I got all sorts. I have to clean my desk. That's what needs to happen. Okay, so you are going to get some macchiato. Oh, nope, I lied. That's gingerbread, macchiato, and our lunch bag. Okay, so you can really see the difference between these two colors now on this dark background. You are also going to receive one, I love laying it out, two, whoops, is that two? No. 2, 3, 4, 5 card bases. We brought back, but we kind of changed it up a little bit, the pumpkin spice paper pad. This is our throwback this month. There are so many of you that loved this paper pad when we first launched it, so we decided to bring it back. Before it was not, I don't believe it was double-sided. Hold on. Hold please. I don't think it was double-sided. Nope, it was not double-sided before. So it's a whole new world. So let's start. So we'll do, how do I want to do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we've got coffee, we've got all sorts of different stuff, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we've got 12 patterns. Isn't that great? I love it. 12 patterns. I'm gonna put all of these back in because it's kind of too much to show if we keep, you know, adding more and more and more on top. So that is the paper pad. I will leave the paper pad here though. There we go. Then you are going to receive something kind of fun and new in this particular box. You're going to receive 2 of our confections bags, is what we're calling them. So these confections bags are really cool. They measure, hold on, so let's see, they measure about 5.5 inches by about 3.5 inches, okay? And the way that these work is they open, obviously at the top, they are resealable and they are gusseted at the bottom, okay? Let me gusset this one for us here, okay. So the idea behind these is that you can, and I'll show, well, let me show you the stamp set because the stamp set's gonna help with that. So the stamp set is all of these really great little coffees and fall drinks and fall beverages. Kind of, but they're a little bit different. And you'll see whenever you, do I have an, hold on. So this is what the embossing powder bag looks like. They're a wee bit different. So this is the embossing powder bag, and then this is the confections bag. Kind of. They're kind of the same. So this, we have the different lattes, the different little pieces. We have I love you, a latte, even more with pumpkin, sending you a mug filled with autumn magic. Words cannot expresso how much you mean to me. May your coffee be strong and your patience be long, and you're the pumpkin to my brew. So the idea behind this, let me set this back behind here, is you can fill this up with little treats. So this one has coffee in it. So we did one with coffee. And then this one, this is half the reason that I went over there. I mean, I wanted to show you them full, but again, I mean, I love me a gummy bear. And you can see they're gusseted at the bottom so they can spread out. But this one we put gummy bears in. But can you imagine if you go to the store and you grab, oh my goodness, sorry, I'm having a gummy bear. If you go to the store and get those pumpkins or some candy corn, don't worry, that's one of our projects we're going to be doing this month. Okay, and I think that's going to be really cool. So those are the two kind of little treat things you can do. Then we also have, you are going to receive 2 plain blank coffee sleeves, okay? And these plain blank coffee sleeves, try to say that 10 times fast, will allow you to, again, also decorate your something for someone, if that makes sense. So, you know, give this can go inside of the card. The cool thing is you can make a card, and we're going to make one just like this, and put this on the front and put this on with, you know, some removable things. They can pull these off and then use this, you know, as a cool little thing. I mean, you can do so much with these. These are also available separately. I'm not sure. Are these available separately now, Heather Collins? But I'm going to show you how to use this on the front. So then, last but not least, I also came up with a stencil that I hope you like because I thought it was a fun idea. I don't know if y'all are going to love it as much as I do, but I created this to specifically be a little bit larger because we have a bleed on it, which is just basically an offset, to allow you to go ahead and put a pattern on this, okay? So you can take this and you can put a pattern on it. You can do this with whatever ink you want. You can place this right on top, and this is made to fit with the ones. Now, obviously, you can get these. I mean, I'm sure you can get them somewhere. I mean, we sourced them from, you know, a restaurant place, but you can, you know, I just don't know if they're going to be the same size as what ours are, okay? Oh, limited stock, she said, very limited. On these, are they limited? I don't think these are super limited because I think I way over ordered these, but I don't know. So basically the idea is, and I'll just show you this real quick because why not? We're just kind of demoing tonight. We're not actually, quote unquote, making anything tonight. I mean, you could argue that we're making something by me showing you this, but you could go in and let's use a little bit of pixie spray because I just want to hold this onto here. But we'll do the polka dots. Okay, and we'll do kind of like a little pumpkin spicy inspired situation. And thank you to everybody that has already ordered a lot of the Stencil Palooza stuff. We really appreciate you. We do. Okay, is that sticky enough? I think so. So the whole idea is it just fits right on top of here. Now you can go ahead and you can place it any way you want. I just wanted to make it so that it would fit kind of perfectly on here. That was kind of the idea. So I'm going to take some of the Simon Hurley ink, my favorite ink out there, and I'm going to take the Gur, which I don't believe. Well, hold on. Actually, I want to use Weeping Willow because that's my favorite dark brown. And we're just going to go ahead and we're just going to add in, just kind of blend in our color. And I tested these sleeves out before they came in. And the really cool thing is they take this ink really, really well. And I mean, just imagine the possibilities. I mean, it was not. What was not? What did I do? Did I miss something? So what I'm going to suggest, so you know how coffee has its, we're going to go ahead and heat set this real quick because I don't want to transfer, which can happen very easily. With what I'm going to do next. So let's just give it a little heat set. Simon's inks do work extremely well with, I mean, pretty much every surface I've ever used them on. Now remember, They are not going to stick to a non-porous surface because they're not like an archival like sticky ink. They are for stamping and blending and watercoloring, and it's a dye ink, and I really don't use any other ink. I love them that much. All right, so now what I'm going to do, because coffee naturally has, you know, kind of the foam at the top, or like the milk kind of at the top, I'm going to grab some of the Brutus Monroe pigment ink. This is our alabaster white. And just at the top here, I'm just going to tap. Do you see how I'm just tapping that color in? And I know it's going to look like a hot mess right now, but I promise, and this is the whitest ink you're going to get. But it's a pigment, so you got to make sure that you are heat setting it. So let's go ahead and peel this off now. 1, 2, 3, go. And look at how cool that is on the top there. I mean, I just think it would be so fun. Oh my, don't you worry about the stencil with the heat. I do not, because our stencils are laser cut. So they have already been through a lot of heat before they get to you. So that is why I don't really worry myself with it. But if you are concerned, you can absolutely take it off and then, you know, replace it. But you're going to see something really nifty happen here. It kind of starts to blend together. And I love the way that that looks. Now, you could go back in and you could add embossing powder to this, which is something that I think kind of would be cool to add some embossing powder to it. But just imagine the possibilities of what you can do with these stencils on top of these little, on top of our little sleeves. And I just think, I mean, how fun. And you can do the other side too. It's a, you know, so it matches. But just imagine putting, you know, one of our little, and I'm going to show you. Don't worry, all month. This is all we're going to be talking about all month. We're going to be having a lot of fun with these products. Literally all month. But then also, I'll show you. Let's just grab a card base here. But look how fun. We're going to have a lot of fun this month. We are going to have so much fun. It should be illegal. Well, let me show you. If you want to, just on the front of your card, let me go ahead and clean this real quick, because we're going to be in a whole world of trouble in a second if we don't clean this off. I'm just using the lead roll. Squeaky clean. Still smells delicious. And if I didn't have a chance right now to clean this, I would be grabbing my stencil tray and putting it in the stencil tray so that I can come back to it later. That would be my idea, okay? All right, so now we can go ahead. Let's apply a little bit more of our Pixie spray. We're going to have a lot of fun. I think we're going to have a lot of fun with these coffee sleeves. And once you've given her a second to dry, you're going to see here that you can place it just right on the front. I should have given you guidelines, but I'll give you some hints and tips and tricks whenever we're actually using it. Then I would suggest taking a little bit of Pixie tape. Again, today we are just demoing, my friends. Just covering up this little piece here. All right. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and grab my colors. So let's do red, orange, yellow. Or let's actually just do red, orange, and yellow, because that's very, very fall-like, I think. Very, very fall-like. All right. Let's see. All right. Gotta find my blending brushes. Let's see. All right. Oh, here they are. My goodness. Thought I was going cuckoo. And I'll just show you. We'll start with red. This is Simon's Bee Sting. And I'm going to put a little bit of pixie tape down here too, just to be safe. I mean, I already over blended a little bit, which is okay, but I think we'll be all right. So we started with Bee Sting. Now we'll go in with Guppy, which is a beautiful kind of orangish yellow. All right, and then last but not least, we'll go in with Shooting Star, which is a very bright, pretty yellow. Yeah, lots. We're going to be using this stencil for a lot of stuff. All right, and then when we reveal this, you'll see that it creates for us a, you know, like what would be the coffee sleeve. So again, there's so many different things that we're going to be doing with this, but this would go under your coffee sleeve so that your coffee sleeve still has something when they take it off. And we're gonna really deep dive into this as we get through the month, because we have so many live videos still to do. So I'm excited, very excited. All right, so now let's go into, so what do you guys want to see next? Do you want to see consumables, or do you want to see stamps, or do you want to see consumables, stamps, or subscriptions? I couldn't think of the third one. Consumables, stamps, or subscriptions. Oh my goodness, they're literally in my basket. This is how they come. This is how they come. I'm sorry. We literally have them right here. My goodness. Hello, Miss McCardle. We miss you too. Get home. ASAP. I'm over it. Get home. Okay, so we have stamps. We have 2 for stamps. Can we get a third for stamps? We got a third for stamps. Let's go for it, okay? All right. So let's jump into the stamps. So let's go into the stamp. Let's go into the free gift with purchase of $60 this month. So I love it. I'm obsessed with it. We're going to be using it quite a bit as well. So this is the Peaceful Hedge, or the Peaceful Hedgehog. And this is wishing you a peaceful season. Look at it. Let's zoom in. Look at this little baby. Isn't that the most peaceful little hedgehog you ever saw in your life? And of course, we will have some really fun coordinating items that you can get with this. But this is only available, the only way you can get this, period, is if you spend $60 or more right now at brutusreno.com, and you will get this added to your cart completely free. So that is our freebie for the month. We're all about fall and autumn and all of those, all the things that come with it this month. That's where we're at. I mean, we didn't forget about all the cool stuff of last month, but we've moved on to the cool stuff for this month. All right, so next, let's go into our little stamp, or let's do our stamp club, because it's a stamp. It's a stamp, okay? So this is our stamp for this month for Stamp Club. Remember, you can only get this if you are a Stamp Club member. It is only $5 a month. Our Stamp Club is our Costco hot dog. It has been $5 since the day that I started, and I promise you, we do not make a dime off of Stamp Club. It is something that I will always have to make sure that stamping is affordable and something that everyone can do. So Stamp Club for us is a 2x3 stamp. It's a little fox that says, "Warm hugs, my sweet friend." And if you're in Stamp Club Plus, we brought it back because so many of you asked us to bring it back. We have the coloring stencils. So the way this works is this colors, again, this will color his little arms and his tail. This colors his face and the edge of his tail. This colors his mouth and all of this foreground piece. And then this colors all of your leaves. So you can do leaves in different colors. Again, this comes completely free to you if you're in Stamp Club Plus. And currently you can only get this if you are in Stamp Club Plus, okay? So think about upgrading. If you're in Stamp Club right now, it's $10 a month instead for, you're always gonna get, it's not always a coordinating die. We only offer a coordinating die probably once or twice a year. We are working on, I'm happy to announce a way to get our dies back. And I'm working very diligently so that we do not have to raise the prices. So fingers crossed. I just got to order a lot of them, so I hope you guys like them. So that is the coordinating. And as always, I always put a little etching on these coloring stamps. Stencils, can you see that? So you see how it's etched? So that's how you'll know exactly how to line it up. I mean, you don't have to use that etching, but that etching lines up with the outside of our little fox. And that is the warm fox, okay? All right, moving right along. I think we are going to be at right an hour and 15 because I want to demo some of those stencils for you. All right, so let's move on to the other stamps we have. And we're going to go through some of the subscriptions too because the other stamps we have are also subscriptions. So, you guys, this is one of my favorite subscription products that I've done so far to date. So we now have, because the die of the month is no longer, we're working on bringing it back, but we have the Little Pumpkins. This is our Stamp Club Premium. This is $15 a month shipped to you. And oh my goodness, I love it so much. We're going to be using this a whole lot this month. So we have all of our little gourds, all of our little friends, our little gourd friends, if you will. And we have sentiments like, "You're my favorite little pumpkin. So thankful for you, pumpkin. You're gorgeous inside and out. You're the pick of the patch, and oh my gourd, you're amazing." So all these little pumpkins, these little gourds can be yours if you purchase the premium. So this is this premium, again, is also only available in the premium package, okay? So that is Little Pumpkins. All right, moving right along to oodles of gourds. So this little oodle of gourds is also a completely seamless pattern. So the way that that works is if you want to use this and stamp it all around your page, you know, stamp it around a couple of times, it will just repeat. You can repeat all the way around. If not, I'm going to show you some really, really cool focused stamping that we're going to do this month. It's a really cool technique that I think you're going to like, and I'm going to show you how to do some really cool techniques with our ultrafine embossing powder with this one. Okay, love it. And that one is called Oodles of Gourds. Then we have our radishing. And these are all sorts of little radishes, and I love them. And the team has had a lot of fun with this. I can't wait for you to see. Sean actually has a card that I saw yesterday that I think you're really going to love. But it's all sorts of different radishes, or turnips, or, you know, whatever you want to call them. So we have Our Friendship is Rooted in Love and Maybe a Little Dirt. I think that's fantastic. You're Radishing. I'd pick you from the garden anytime, and you're unbelievably rad. I mean, come on. Who doesn't love a little radish joke? All right, and then we have, for our teachers out there, you know, I have a special place in my heart for teachers. We have the teacher's apple. So the way this works, and this obviously was shown to you last night by Miss Sarah, used this in her live. So this has the 4 books, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it has To the Best Teacher. And then this apple works with these little glasses, and this is the leaf and the stem. Okay, we're going to be making a couple of cards with this. We're going to create like a whole library. It's going to be a lot of fun. But again, this is the teacher's apple. And if you got the freebie, we had a freebie, was it, I think it was last month or maybe the month before. I think it was last month. If you got that freebie, you saw a sneak peek of what this apple looks like. Okay, love it. All right, so that I believe is it for stamps. Yes. So now let's move on. Shall we move on to some paper pads? Let's move on to paper pads. Okay. Let's do this one first. So, are you a paper pad of the month? Are you a paper pad of the month member? If you are, you're getting one of my favorite paper pads I've ever designed. So this is called Crisp Autumn. Again, you can only, the guys are using it. Oh, good. You can only get this if you are in the Paper Pad of the Month Club, and it is not available to the general public, I guess you could say, for 60 days. So this will not be available until the end of October for everyone. So, I mean, it might be a little late for somebody, but I would suggest grabbing it now because we only make it available if there's some left over. We do not reprint it. Does that make sense? I hope so. So, Crisp Autumn coordinates with C, Gingerbread, Jurassic, Lunchbag, Jack-o'-lantern, and Holly. We always put that on the inside. Thank you so much, Nick. So we have 1, 2, can you see that? Yep, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And these are just beautiful colored backgrounds. They are like a real beautiful like tie-dye, kind of, you know, tea stained. And then the opposite side still has that beautiful vintage feel with the lettering, but I've put in these incredible seams as well. There you go. So that is the paper pad, okay? And again, you can get this if you are a member of the Paper Pad of the Month Club. And I know that quite a few of you are members. You are charter members. I think we have almost 100 people in that club now, which is awesome. And we're just going to keep on growing it because I think it's a great deal to get it shipped to you. And a lot of you are going to get this very, very soon. It's already on its way to most of you. All right, what's our next paper pad? Let's see. Uh-oh. Am I missing a paper pad? I might be. Nope, they're back here. Okay. Phew. All right, so I have an extra pumpkin spice, which I have to make sure goes back because pumpkin spice always, like, in seconds is gone. All right. Let's talk about flannel season, shall we? So y'all know I love my flannels. I can't pull them out yet because it's a little bit warm still for the flannels, but soon I will be wearing flannels daily because I love them. They're comfy. I think they look nice and they make me happy. So I'll be wearing them very soon. So we have flannel season here. This is, again, 12 patterns, 4 of each. This coordinates with Jack-o'-lantern, Lunchbag, Jurassic, Brown Butter, and Holly. Let's go ahead and take a look. I am obsessed with this plaid because it is the beautiful, like, it's the, I don't know, it's like the creams and the oranges and the just so fall, and it's so simple, so simple. This is going to be one that you're going to be grabbing for often. I mean, I know I am, because it's sometimes you just need a very simple plaid paper pad, right? And this one checks off all the boxes for me, and I hope it checks off all the boxes for you when it comes to doing you know, some very simple fall plaid. And also vintage plaid is coming back. Vintage plaid is going to come back. It's making a comeback just for the fall. Once this, once it is the replenishment has run out, we have run out. We're donezo. So that is something that is going to, something that I'm very excited to bring back, because we love our plaids here at Producer No. I mean, we really love our paper pads here at Producer No, right? All right, and then last but not least for the paper pads, how exciting is this one? I mean, come on. Coffee stains. There are so many coffee cards that we make. There are so many coffee cards that we make, and you know we need a paper pad for it. So let's turn this over. We have, just look at this, just right off the bat. Come on. Hello, Ellen. Hello, my friend. Hello, my fellow paper lover. So we have lunch bag, gingerbread, macchiato, and brown butter. Look at this paper. Come on. What a time to be alive. Just beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. And again, this can be used just you know, for coffee, or it can absolutely be used as just a vintage background. It doesn't have to just be coffee. You can do tea. I mean, it's completely up to you. I love it. And then of course you always get this back sheet. I always forget to show this, and the sheet on the back that shows you all the different ones that you get. Yes, I agree. I couldn't agree more. Who the heck is outside that window? Acting crazy. Walking up the hill. All right, there we go. Coffee stains. Got it. Check. All right, let's go. Let's do the rest of our subscriptions real quick. Make sure that because I don't think they're not on my release sheet. Oh, no. Hold on. We have to, oh my goodness. I almost forgot, and how could I forget? More creative cards! More creative cards. Are we excited about these creative cards? Yes. Yes. They would be perfect for a thank you note. All right, so creative cards, I know y'all love. By a show of hands, or a thumbs up, I'm actually going to go grab a water while you're doing your thumbs up. Who loves the creative cards? Anyone? Thumbs up, anyone? Anybody out there? All right. I made it back. Oh, we've got lots of thumbs up. Okay. Right, where is Shalana? So these are the creative cards. First of all, look at how gorgeous she is. Let's start there. I love how he put this. I always get excited to see what he puts here, because it's Nick that designs these, and he always puts something fun in this section here. Always look at your packaging. So let's zoom in real good, and let's take a look at, these ones are called Autumn Stroll. Let's zoom in real good, shall we? And take a look at them. Oh my goodness, some of these scenes remind me of my favorite place in the world, New York City. Like, these places are places that I want to be. Look at her. My goodness, she looks like Judy Garland. Remember, you get 36 in a pack. Yes, it is on the back. It's right now it's just written in the, so it says here Autumn Stroll Edition. We're working on putting it, it's always in the writing. We're working on putting it a little more prevalent. They do, or Chicago too. It's really cool because it's nondescript, right? Love. They just keep going. I think that's the best part of them. And there we go. How cool. I love them. I do. I've always loved the creative cards. Well, Kate, I believe you might need a set then, my friend. All right, let's pop these away. There we go, the creative cards. All right, what other paper do I have to show you? Oh, I have this to show you. A chipboard created by our one and only Nick. So again, when he creates these, he has an idea in mind of kind of building. Building is his thing, kind of, when it comes to this stuff. So the really cool thing about this is when you build this one, you have, of course, your pumpkin spice wording. You have these really cool little pieces. You have a cup, and then you have this that kind of shows you how to put things together. So you can use this sleeve on here if you would like, or you don't have to. Then you can use this piece here. You can use this. But do you want to know the other really cool thing about this? Is our stencil fits on this as well. So you can use this on there. We're going to talk about this. This is probably the first time ever. Ever is we are going to pop this on here. Are you primarily online? Well, we are on, we do most of our business online, but we do have a pretty big retail store here in Pittsburgh, PA. And then I think we're in a little over 70 stores across the world. Pretty sure. I'm not sure the exact count, but quite a few. So you can put all of this together. And this one again is called And Everything Nice Chipboard. Okay. All right, what's next? Let's do the last of our subscriptions real quick, because I still have quite a few little things to go through, and then we have Stencilpalooza. So the stencil for the stencil of the month, this month, is called Floral Swirl, and I designed this to kind of give like a coffee, you know how coffee kind of swirls and put like that little flower in the center of it. I thought it was super fun. So that is the stencil of the month. So if you get the monthly stencil, this will come. I always say just get the pick 5 or the whole shebang. It's so worth it because you get everything. And then for our embossing powder of the month, it is called Autumn Air. And you know, our dear Sweet Candy is going to swatch this out for you. I don't know if she has it yet. She'll probably be getting it really soon, but she'll be swatching that out for you, which I think is a lot of fun. That she's going to be swatching that out. She does it every month. All right, let's go on to stencils. So we have the Bad Apple stencil. The Bad Apple stencil is, how many pieces is this? I'm not sure. Let's see. It is 1, 2, whoops, 2, 3. It's 4 pieces, okay? And it creates this really cool, I mean, it's an apple with a worm in it. I mean, is the best way to describe it. So the apple with the worm in it is what bad apple is. Okay, so that's Bad Apple. Shebang, you get all the subscriptions for $75, and that includes your shipping in the US. I mean, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. All right. Then we have, this is probably going to be my favorite stencil, By far my favorite stencil. All of these stencils are packed in the wrong bags. I just noticed. Oh my goodness. No wonder we ran out of paper bags. Okay, so this is the Pumpkin Patch Mixed Media Layering Stencil. And this one is, you're going to have to take a look on the website. I'm going to be using this a lot, but this is, I believe, 3 layers, if I remember correctly. I feel like I designed it so long ago. The bag's just a little big, just a little bit of wiggle room in there. But you'll see that when you put all 3 of them together, and there's going to be a guide on the website to show you kind of how these are supposed to be turned and, you know, how they layer together. But this will create a top view of a pumpkin patch. And again, we are going to use this because I think you're really going to love it. I mean, I think we're going to have a lot of fun with it. So let's go ahead and pop that back in that bag. All right, just kind of wiggling around a little bit. So that is Pumpkin Patch, 3 layers. Then we have another one we're going to be using a lot. This is coffee rings. So again, with coffee rings, you are going to be able to create these really, really cool, natural looking coffee rings on your projects. I think that's going to be really cool. Okay, really cool. So that is coffee rings. Then we have pumpkin spice, which I'm going to have a lot of fun with because I designed this so that you could just take your tape and go right over top of this, do all of your pumpkins do all of your pumpkins orange, okay? And then go in and do all of your, you know, your upper pieces. It's going to be really cool whenever we, oh yes, have a great dinner, Candy. You're going to see it's going to be really cool when we use this. So that's the pumpkin spice. And then last but certainly not least, we have Coffee Fresh Brew. Wow, it's a long name. Coffee Fresh Brew. That is what is also available for our stencils. All right, let's move into consumables, shall we? Let's start with our washi sheets because we certainly have a good time with our washi sheets. So we have first Autumn Sunrise, and I named that for the movie Ghost. Has anybody out there seen Ghost? One of my favorite movies, as well as one of my favorite musicals. Let's turn it this way so you can see the whole thing. So again, with our washi sheets, they are peelable, so you just peel them right off of this back sheet, and you can use them in so many different ways. They are not a washi material. We get that question a lot, and I didn't do them in a washi material because I want you to be able to stamp on these. I want you to be able to do all the great things on them, and if it was a washi material, you could not do that. I mean, you could with an archival ink, but you got to let it dry, and you got to hope that it dries. It's the whole thing. So I just feel like this is better. So that is the Autumn Sunrise washi. And then we have, this is our duo for the month. I love these. So this is called Rainbow Leaves. And you can see all the rainbow leaves in the background. But as you know, with our duo washis, let me turn this sideways. All of the black overlays on this are going to be able to be foiled. Again, something that's really cool. So that is the Rainbow Leaves. And then last but certainly not least, we have Spiced Autumn. So Spiced Autumn is a little less, it's not as busy. I mean, it's definitely a cousin of Autumn Sunrise. But you can see Autumn Sunrise, I designed it with like lots of smaller scale patterns, whereas this one has a little bit of a larger scale, and I think it still kind of holds its own. I think it's a lot of fun. So that is Autumn, or Spiced Autumn. Okay. Then let me go to my next sheet. All right, so we have our very first dauber stain, and it is called Americano. You can see here, it's like so, and the reason we did this, especially for coffee, is when you open this up and you press down, you are going to be, so you're just going to press down, you can get these really cool kind of splatter dots that remind me of coffee, or you can just go in, you don't want to squeeze super hard, but you can go in, and this is not going to leak. You can go in and just add kind of like a coffee stain in your background. Now I'm doing this on, this is on a, what's what I'm looking for? Watercolor piece of paper. And there's lots of fluid in here, lots of paint, quote unquote. But you'll see it's going to start soaking into the background. And how beautiful of a background is that? So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to start heating it. And it's going to dry pretty quickly. But what a cool, especially if you're a mixed media person, how cool is that background? And I would dare to say it'd be very difficult to achieve this type of a background with just a regular brush, because it kind of pushes it to, it's really cool. So we're going to set this to the side. Oh, we got a lot of liquid there. We're going to let this dry, and we're going to use that on a card probably next week, okay? All right, now let's go into, we got two new sprays? Yeah, 2 new sprays. Let's mix them up a little bit. Let me grab some paper to spritz them on to show you here. Let me show you something to spritz here. Hold on. All right. Whoopsies. All right, so first we have Autumnal Pine, which is this beautiful green shade. Isn't she gorgeous? Got American. Wait, hold on. Oh, that was moss. I'm sorry, moss. This is Autumnal Pine. You can see how different the two of those are, but they work together so well. See how beautiful those two colors are? And again, these are water reactive. So if you go back in with water and you spritz it on there, you can lift up some of the color. We love these, love them. So that is the Moss and Autumnal Pine. Okay. All right, now we have 2 glazes. We have the Bonfire Glimmer. This is the Bonfire Glimmer glitter glaze. Look at that. You know we love our glitter glazes. So that is Bonfire Glimmer. And then we have a brand new product. Again, I'm really excited to use this one. That is Espresso Glaze. So this has actual coffee grounds in it. Fresh coffee, not coffee that's been brewed, don't worry. But, ooh, does it smell like coffee. So it is chunky because it does, again, have coffee grounds in it. It's not edible, obviously. But when you spread this, it has like this cool texture, and you can put it through. It's very thick. And you can put this through a stencil, and it's going to have that coffee scent whenever. Has a nice coffee. It sure does, Petty. It's going to be a really, really, really cool glaze. Okay, we're in the home stretch. We are in the home stretch. Let's go ahead and take a look at our brand new. This is a new release. This was not on our initial release because I decided that I wanted it last minute, and that's kind of just how things go around here sometimes. I guess I'm missing. Okay, I'm missing a page, I think, from the August release. And this is a new squeaky clean, and it is called Morning Brew. Now, when you spritz this, oh my goodness, if you love coffee, which I know some of you do, this, when you get this squeaky clean, it smells just like coffee. Well, just like a morning brew. I mean, it's the best way to explain it. It's called Morning Brew, and it smells like a morning brew. All right, and last but not least, let's talk about our new duo foils. We have 2 of them. One is called Brew Can Do It, and the other one is called Pumpkin Plaid. I love both of them equally. Let's go ahead and pull this guy out. So as always with our duo foils, you are going to receive one that is plain. I know Miss Isis loves our duo foils. So this is your plain one. It's this really cool kind of coffee tattered, coffee stained backer. And then you're going to receive this one that anywhere that is black, you are able to foil it. Okay. So this first one is the Brew Can Do It Yay Coffee. Coffee is always a good idea. And then the coffee beans all around your little cup there. Your little cup of cheer, cup of pumpkin. So that is, speaking of pumpkin, you all need to search up the pumpkin pie cowtails that we just got for Scoozies, but you can shop Scoozies at Brutus Renault as well. Oh, they're so good. All right, so that is Brew Can Do It. And then last but certainly not least, we have pumpkin plaid. You know, I love my plaid and I love my pumpkin. Can't get enough of it. So, on the back here, look at this paper. Oh my goodness, I want to get this just for this paper. So we have the pumpkins, plaid, plaid. And then on this one, we have plaid, pumpkin. So this says you're the pumpkin to my spice. Flannels, hayrides, pumpkin sweaters, and bonfires. This has just this super intricate little pumpkin background. And then this has a plaid on top of the plaid. So is everybody familiar with a squeaky clean? A squeaky clean. I just read Penny's. Is everybody familiar with a duo foil? Pretty much everybody? Or do you want me to run one through real quick? I think everybody's pretty familiar. I mean, I can run one through real quick so you can see. I've been dying to do this plaid one. Let me just turn on the fuse. We can do a plaid one real quick. Just in case you've never seen it before. Right? Okay. Let's go ahead and cut down this plaid one, shall we? And remember, these are designed to be a layering panel. So you're going to want, I need a new trimmer blade. You're going to want to trim them down. I'm not going to trim this one down because it's not that serious, but you are going to want to trim them down because there is going to be a border. There will always be a border on these. Okay, so now let's go ahead and trim this puppy down. And we'll place this in our little carrier sheet. It should be heated up in a second because it really heats up quick. But while it's heating up, I'm going to grab our stencil. Yes! I saw Luann on her birthday yesterday while we were up at the council meeting trying to make heads or tails of what the heck they're doing up there, but I got to see her yesterday. All right, let's grab Stencil Palooza. I'm surprised she let me have the whole thing because the whole thing, I can show you every single one that's coming up. I'm not gonna, but I could show you every single one. Every one that's coming, she gave me the whole packet. I can't believe it, the whole catalog. All right, so let's start with our very first Stencil Palooza while we're waiting for that to heat up. Should only take a couple more seconds. So our very first one, and of course there are bonus products, because don't we love a good bonus product? So let's start with the very first one, and this is called Campfire. So if you are a camper, which I know quite a few of you are, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-piece layering stencil. And when it all gets put together, where the heck did that come from? When it all gets put together, it creates this incredible campfire. Now the item to go with that, because there are items now that go with them, And I'm gonna have to. I'll be doing this month, showing it maybe on Thursday, kind of how to use that. The items to go with that are 2 camping inspired things. Number 1, we have a camping duofoil sheet. You know, we all love our duofoils, and we needed a camping one. We really did. So our camping one, again, is always going to have a plain sheet. Look how fun that is. And then it's going to have a sheet that has, look at how cool. Again, anywhere that there's black, the foil will stick. How cool are these? I mean, come on. I love them. Stay wild. Campfires and cuddles. Adventure awaits. It's just a cool campfire with a scene inside of it. And then also we have the acetate. And the acetate, I think, is what will work really good with that campfire. So the way that this works is, again, you have your background sheet. We love this background sheet because it's basically like you're getting a bonus. And then it's going to show you on the back kind of what it will look like when you put it all together. But what's really cool is these sheets can be used with or without the backers. See how cool they were created to go with the backer? Or you can use these and you can just simply cut them apart. You can also use these to work with your campfire stencil, which I think is going to be a lot of fun. So if you're a camper, again, which I know a lot of you are, that's for you. All right, and then let's go to day 2. Day 2 is all about, my goodness, all of these are in these bags. This is the doodle. Hold on, this is gonna drive me nuts because it's all wonky. There we go. This is the comic doodle, but it's actually just called Doodle Pop. But it's all these different like pop images, and I just think it's so cool. There is a coordinating product that's coming for this tomorrow. So again, you're going to see all those coordinating products come out. Then for day 3, we have the Celtic knots. Look at how beautiful these are. I mean, come on. How cool are those? I love it. And I see there's a little spot left in here. That's okay. Just pop that out when you get it. Then we have day 4. This is the one I'm going to demo for you tonight. So this is number 4. Okay, and it's gonna, if it's a larger stencil, we'll just say Stencil Palooza on it, but it'll tell you on the back what it is. And then last but certainly not least, this one is crazy. This one's called Geospheres. And look at how many layers. 1, 2, 3, 4 layers. So cool. And when it all comes together, it's just the coolest thing. The coolest thing. Yes, that reminds me of that too. So this 6x8 stencil that I want to teach you about here. So all the 6x8 stencils that I designed for Stencil Palooza this year are shift and layer is what we're calling them. They're like a shifting layering stencil. I'll show you what that means in just one moment here. Let's get this guy popped out, shall we? Set it to the side so it can cool. And let me show you what a shift and layer can do. So let me grab a piece of paper here so I can demo it. All right. So again, I think we'll do a rainbow with this one. But the way it works, let me show you here, is it's gonna have, it shows you, there's like a little circle here, 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 and here. And that circle is going to show you where you need to blend it, or where you need to put it over top of it. So I'll show you here. Because we can do, what's really cool is I can do some glitter glaze. All right, we're going to use a little pixie spray because I do want to do a little rainbow here. And you can cut this down or cut this out, do whatever you want. Let's use a little bit of pixie tape here. Okay. Whoops. right. I don't know how much ink is left on here. Well, it's a decent amount. We're going to do a little rainbow. And then we'll be done. Oh my goodness, I went over. Did y'all think I was going to go over on time? Because I sure did. So we're going to start with our red from Simon Hurley. That is the Bee Sting. And then we have Guppy. And we're going to, you know, my trick to blending and getting a real solid, beautiful blend has always been just really getting into the nooks and crannies. Shooting Star. Okay. All right. And then we need to grab a green. So let's do Fake Plant. And I don't have the Stellar ink right here with me. But it's okay, because we can just go in. And this is a really deep and beautiful green. I'm not sure if this one's in the Stellar ink line or coming back in the Stellar ink line. I'm not 100% certain. And then let's go in with No Diving. One of my favorite blues. Look at how beautiful this rainbow's turning out to be. And we actually have room for purple for the first time in a long time. We normally do not have room for purple. Oh, there's greens right there. And for that, we'll do Crown Me. I do not, but that's because of how stable the carrier sheets are that I use from Gina. So Gina K's carrier sheets are like one of my favorite things ever that she's come out with. I mean, amongst a lot of things. But I do not because of how firm. Back in the day, and that's an excellent question, because back in the day, way back in the day, whenever the acetate first came out from Thermoweb, which I don't think Thermoweb still does acetate. I'm not sure. You don't quote me on that. They may still do it. But they used to tell you to put that in between, which again was a great idea because of how it was. What should we call it? Because of how it would fold under. Oh, Simon Hurley actually just tried to call me. Penny, are you friends with Simon Hurley on Facebook? Is anybody friends with Simon Hurley to tell him that I'm live while he's calling? All right. So now what we can do is let's go ahead and lift, and we're going to shift this. And you'll be able to see there's little guides for whichever way you start. But let's go ahead and move this. And then when we shift this up, you'll be able to see, so that's where that corner is. And that's where that corner is. Okay, so you're just going to bing, bang, boom. Oh my goodness, things are flying off my desk. And then I'm going to take some glitter glaze. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to add some glitter glaze. Now, you could add glitter glaze on top of also, what's the word I'm looking for? On top of your rainbow piece if you want. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Just want to give it an even oomph, so to speak. I think that's good. All right, where in tarnation? Oh, there we go. All right. Clean that off, and then let's remove this, and I'm going to show you. I love it so much. We can zoom in a little bit. I mean, you're probably going to be able to see it from there. But just imagine, if you would, imagine the different combinations you could do. So you could go in and you could tape this off. You could do a holiday color. You could do the holiday color. You could do, you could do fall colors. You could do Halloween colors. You could do whatever colors float your boat. But for me personally, I love the rainbow and I love the clear glitter, which is our Fallen Snow, our best-selling glitter glaze of all time, because you can use it as an overlay. But I mean, how beautiful. I mean, right? How beautiful is that? So simple, so easy. I mean, really, it's easy peasy, lemon squeezy, honestly. All right. Well, boy, was that a lot. It was almost, it was a little over an hour. Oh, wait, I have to peel this for you. Almost forgot. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. So remember, it's one of my favorite products because we've created a way that you can foil on printed cardstock. It is just one of the coolest, it's literally one of the coolest things that we have ever come up with, I think, at Brutus Monroe, one of my top 5 favorite things we've come up with. But you can see, and I'll zoom in here for us, you can see there is a beautiful printed background, but we also have that incredible foiling now over top because it is a duo foil product. Isn't that cool? I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, everyone. So that's everything that I have for y'all tonight. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me and going over this very lengthy release. I'm so excited because about 90% of the products in this release are actually manufactured here at Brutus Monroe. And because of that, we can make sure that we have them in stock all the time. So I want to thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. Remember to create something every single day, whether it is simply a foiled autumn card or your own ending. I love you very much. I will be with you tomorrow. It's just going to be me and Christopher working tomorrow on getting all of your orders out and live packing. I'm so excited to do live packing tomorrow because I haven't been in the driver's seat of live packing in a long time, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I will, of course, miss Jess, but while she is lounging by the pool, we will be doing some live packing, and we have some new products that will be here for us to talk about tomorrow. So thank you all so much. I will see you all tomorrow for the live packing, and then I'm not sure if it's I don't know who Restream is right now. It might be Candy, it might be Penny, but the Men of Monroe will be live tomorrow with you as well, and they're doing something really cool with some of our new release. So